it's me, Janol, and welcome to my video on Java loops. Loops are super important in Java because they help you repeat tasks without writing the same code over and over. By the end of this video, you know what loops are, how they work, and see some easy examples. First, what is loop? A loop in Java is like a circle in your code. It lets you run the same set of instructions many times, based on a condition, forever. A loop does that for you in programming. Without loops, your code would be long and boring. With loops, it's short and smart. Now, every loop has three main parts. These are like the building blocks. Let me explain each one. The first one is the initialization. This is where you start. You set a variable like a counter to begin the loop. For example, you might say start counting from 1. The second one is the condition. This is the rule that decides if the loop keeps going. It's like asking, should I keep counting? If the answer is yes, the loop runs again. If no, it stops. And the last one, the update. This is how you change the counter each time. After one round, you might add 1 to the number. So it goes from 1 to 2, and so on. Next, what are the functions of loops? Basically, loops help you repeat code. They save time and make your programs efficient. For instance, if you need to print hello 10 times, a loop does it without typing it out 10 times. Loops are great for tasks like going through a list of items, calculating sums, or waiting for a user input. In Java, loops make your code cleaner and less error prone. Now let's talk about the syntax, the way you write loops in Java. There are three main types of Java loops: the for, while, and do while. I showed the basic structure for each. First, the for loop. It's perfect when you know how many times to repeat. The syntax is for, open parenthesis, initialization, column, condition, column, and update. Then, close parenthesis, open block, slash slash, code to repeat, close block. Next, the while loop. Use this when you want to repeat as long as a condition is true, but you're not sure how many times. So this is the syntax. While, open parenthesis, condition, close parenthesis, open block, slash slash, code to repeat, slash slash, don't forget to update inside, then close block. And last, the do while loop. This is similar to while, but it always runs at least once, even if the condition is false at the start. So this is the syntax for do while loop. Do, open block, slash slash, code to repeat, close block, while, open parenthesis, condition, close parenthesis, column. See, they're not too bad. The key is to put your repeating code inside the blocks. Okay, now for the fun part. Simple examples. I show one for each loop type, explain it step by step, and even run it in my code editor so you can see it work. Let's start with the for loop. To do the for loop, uh, I will open my code editor. So I want my output to count 10 to 1. So for my close parenthesis, inside of this parenthesis, we will write the initialization, the condition, and the updation. So our initialization int x is equal to 10 semicolon, then condition x is greater than equal to 1. Then semicolon, then our updation, which is decrement, because we want our output to count 10 to 1. X, our variable x, then minus minus. Then we print x. I forgot. Open close block. Sys dot out dot print ln, then parentheses x, then let's run our code. But first, let's run our code first. So our output is 10 to 1. So let me explain. So our condition, which is x is equal to 10, then the condition in the second section, the condition is 10 greater than 1. If it's true, then it print 10. Then it goes to the updation, which is the increment. The 10 becomes 9. Then it goes back here. Then is 9. Then goes to the condition. Is 9 greater than 1? Then if it's true, then goes to the updation. I know it prints 9, then it goes to the updation, then goes back to the initialization. So on and so on. So that's the for loop. Then let's go to the while loop. So the next one that we will do is the while loop. In while loop, I want my output to count to 1 to 10. So let's code it. First, we write our initialization. Int x is equal to 1. Then column. Enter. Then we write the word while. Then open close parentheses. Inside of this parentheses, we write our condition. Our condition is x less than equal 10. Then open block. Then we'll print the x. System that out that print ln. Open close parentheses. X, then semicolon. Then we update. Then write our updation, which is increment x plus plus. Then semicolon. Semicolon. Then here, this our initialization, our condition. Then we print first before we update. So let's run it. So our output is counts to 1 to 10. So that's our while loop. So finally, the do while loop. I want my output to count 1 to 5. So let's code it. Int x is equal to 1, then semicolon, then write the word do, then open block, sys dot out dot print ln, then print our x, then our updation, I mean our variable x, then x, then plus plus, then close block. I know we have already closed block there. So then we write the word while, then we open parenthesis, parenthesis, open and close parenthesis. Then inside this parenthesis, it's our condition. Our condition is x is less than equal to 5. Then semicolon. So in our code, this is our initialization, our updation, then our condition. So let's run our code. Now it prints 1 to 5. So in do while loop, this loop always runs the code inside the do block at this once. It's like jumping in before checking. If the condition x is less than equal to 5 is true, it keeps going. If it was false from the start, say x is equal to 6, it would still print 6 once, then stop. In this case, it prints 1 to 5, just like the others, but the key difference is that the guarantee of at least one run. Loops are powerful once you get the hang of them. Practice these examples in your own code. If you have questions, drop a comment below.